Hey y'all, this is the Bayou Mystic here. This is one of my episodes of I'm Just Saying, episode 3. And KIMYE, Kanye, shut the fuck up. I'm just saying. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Kanye, you knew what kind of woman you was getting. Kim was dusty, rusted, and busted when you got her. Like, come on. Like, I know I was just a teenager when all this shit went down. Like, when it was, like, basically the height of, Watch the Throne, the clique with Beyonce, Jay-Z, Rihanna, Kanye, and then Kim just slithered on in a space that she wasn't even equipped to be able to handle. And, like, fucked up the crew. Like, fucked up the clique. And of course I got my little notes here, but I'm gonna rant about this because like I am so tired of just like celebrities in general acting like they're not narcissistic pieces of shit sometimes. Like, let's not pretend that the way you move and the way you do things isn't from a space of being cool, calm, and calculated. Like, we know, especially after that whole Cardi B and Offset divorce thing, like I am most definitely suspicious of if they're even going to truly get a divorce or if Kanye is doing this shit because the last, I wouldn't necessarily say like the last album, because I think the last album was like that gossip album, Sunday Services and stuff, but like, I think it was Pablo, that album. See, like I don't even know what his like last, rap album even was because he was with Kim. Like, genuinely, in my opinion, from like when I was a teenager going into my 20s, ain't nobody was like really checking for him after the whole like Kim Kardashian shit. And then like especially like after, it's as if like Kim was trying too hard to be a part of that clique, and after Beyonce and Jay-Z didn't show up to their wedding, like the community wasn't really fucking with Kimye like that. Like, it was mostly like pop culture like boosting them up, and now she's more popular than Kanye, and that's a fucking shame. But anyways, um yeah, I just have to say Kim was dusty, rusted, and busted when she got to Kanye. And all that time, Kanye wanted to be with her, but she wasn't biting, she wasn't biting, she wasn't biting. And it's like she finally had to get with Kanye out of, I need some clout. Like, and that's why I don't have any sympathy for any of them, like neither Kim or Kanye in this whole situation. And like I said, not only do I feel like this is like fake publicity stunt type shit because he's coming out with music as this shit is happening, and the things that he's putting in this music, people are going to listen to this music just to see what the hell he's saying about this current drama that's going on between the two of them. And if we listen to the song Click from way back then, like he says, my girl is superstar, all from a home movie. It's not like this nigga really proud of that shit. Like, he really proud of the fact that he got with some chick that was an uncertified porn star. Now I can understand if she was on her Jimmy Jameson shit, or I don't know, Kate Moss, I don't know any other porn stars or whatever that's like really popular and, really capitalizing off of the adult industry in a mainstream media type way. But if Kim Kardashian was one of those, top porn stars, she made that shit, like, she made herself a mogul from doing, like, being in the sex industry, the adult industry, and everything like that, I can respect that just a little bit more. But there is something dirty and grimy about somebody getting clout off of a personal sex tape of theirs. And on some real shit, like Kim Kardashian was the OG of Insta thoughts. She made that shit famous. Like their that whole thing and their whole aura behind how they got famous is just like it's unseemly and it's unheard of as well. And it's just like the fact that it's as if he feels like Kim should be behaving in a way that her behavior as a whole throughout her whole social media career does not even add up in. And then it's just like, how should we have any sympathy for you during any of this shit? And why are you giving out like dog whistles about black shit when you yourself said that slavery sounds like a choice? That is the ultimate betrayal of words to use when it comes to talking to us in our community. And then the way that you decide to move doesn't make any fucking sense for the shit that you're saying right now. And I just can't. Now, this right here is... Let me go ahead and pull this shit up. Because this right here don't even make any fucking sense. Like, you can't tell me that this shit isn't for publicity. Because... because Kanye started this whole shit.
Happy birthday. I wasn't allowed to know. I'm just wishing my daughter a public happy birthday. I wasn't allowed to know where her party was. There's nothing legal. They're saying that these are the kind of games that's being played. It's the kind of thing that really has affected my health for the longest. And I'm just not playing. I'm taking control of my narrative this year. I'm being the father, the best father, the gay version of a father, and I'm not finna let this happen. And we're gonna be in real time with this right here. Chicago, happy birthday. I love you. And I'm just putting this online because I need y'all support. I didn't call Kim, text the nannies. I got on the phone with Tristan. He said, he asked Chloe, won't nobody give me the address to my daughter's birthday party right now? And that's going to imprint in her mind that I wasn't there for her. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just wishing my daughter.
Now, I can't even say that this isn't bipolar. I can't even say, because everybody's bipolar is different, you know? But most of all, that's what started this whole train of drama, this whole chain of scandal and baby mamas ain't shit and, you know, trying to keep a black man down and shit like that. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, it screams narcissism to me. It screams narcissism for both of them, because in response to all of these tweets and all of these posts that he's been making, she gonna say some slick shit like, you know, for the parent that's, you know, the main one watching, caring, and providing for our children. Like, okay, you most likely the one that's with these children on a daily basis. Your nannies, these children are at your house most of the time. But I feel like it screamed narcissism on both sides. The fact that she would put that out there to say that she's the only one providing, when we know that is a talking point for the average everyday person, especially talking points in the black community when it comes to toxic baby mama, baby daddy interactions with each other. So I'm just like, I can't take either of them seriously, because they're both going on this narrative of, you know, Kanye is the baby daddy that refuses to use the legal system to get, you know, his parenting situation the way he wants to, and Kim Kardashian is the victim of a deadbeat baby daddy that just won't do shit but sit up here and bitch and moan about every little thing because he wants her so bad, because he wants to control her. He don't give a damn about his kids. He only wants her. And I'm like, at the end of the day, is Kim Kardashian the one and only? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that both of them are not the best people to be around, are not the best people to, like, having your space. And I'm just like, that's why it speaks narcissism and honestly publicity stunt for me, because this just seems a little bit too strategic. And we all know that Kanye has been crazy, has been cray-cray for a long time in the way that he expresses himself, in the way that he just moves about. Like earlier, I was watching this video about Kanye, and Jay-Z was basically talking about like how Kanye was and how their relationship is and everything like that. And it just gave me a thing to where it's just like, yeah, like our generation, the millennials, even the young millennials or whatever, and Gen Z may not have been there for like the beginning or whatever of Jay-Z and Kanye, and just like basically the beginning of Kanye's career. But I've been hearing for the longest on how Kanye he was touched. Like, he was just a special kind of person, like in the Black community, don't mind him, he's just a little touched, you know what I mean? To where it's like, yes, you have these random outbursts and you just have this random way of just like being and existing, and it's not the social norm. Like, everybody knew this. And like, I have to say the same thing for Kim too. Shut the fuck up. Like, you knew exactly what kind of man you were getting with, because on some real shit, Kanye was probably going to be the only dude to give you that time of day to be his wife and to have his children. Kanye was probably the only person that was going to give you that clout, because Kanye is Kanye. And like, I can't, like, with her latest post about the whole TikTok thing with North, like, in my opinion, it screams narcissism for me too. Because let's not act like you have not been making moves. Like, for those of us that can think for ourselves and that's just like sitting back, sipping our tea and our coffee, watching this shit happen, like, let's not act like you did not know that Kanye was 10 pieces short of a 20-piece nugget. And that you sat up here and risked the health and the improvement of your own offspring with somebody that you've been known was not all the way up there. You may not have been able to put a name on it, maybe. You may not have been able to put a name on it, on what was his deal, but all you saw was the potential dollar signs of how you could get yourself and your family to where you wanted to be. Because let's be real, white people wasn't going to give her that clout. Like, Kim Kardashian, number one, is not the standard of beauty, even when it comes to European standards. Maybe her beauty is the standard compared to, darker skinned women, black women as a whole. But when it comes to being like putting her against a Paris Hilton, she had to figure out how to get up from under Paris Hilton. And now that, black culture, African American culture, we now have like this Afro beats coming into, our country and everything like that, and that being popular, just black culture in general being a thing, she solidified a place for herself in popular culture. But back then, her against, the European standard of what a beautiful, a nice catch of a white woman, no ma'am. No ma'am. Like, even to the point to where this chick like literally had an interview about getting her baby hairs lasered off, And now that baby hairs are in style, she was like, damn, I had baby hairs out the ass. And she did that because so she could look more like the standard mixed with the black standard and everything like that. And so, yeah, like, I really don't have nothing much to say other than that. I just find it pretty fucking funny on how this shit is all going down, and we're supposed to have sympathy for either of you. Like, I just don't get it. And I also don't get how on earth anyone could take any of this seriously on some real shit. Like, I'm pretty sure, I'll correct myself if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna go on for another year or so, and then all of a sudden they're gonna reconcile their differences. All of a sudden they're gonna get back together, they're gonna reconcile, and they're gonna be a family again. And I feel like that whole Cardi B and Offset, oh, I'm getting a divorce type thing, when her song Up was coming out, I feel like they're taking a page out of their book, and because they're the most popular, they have the more access to things, and people know them a whole lot more, and they have, you know, solidified a place in pop culture for themselves as KIMYE. Like, I feel like they're gonna ride this shit till the wheels fall off, and then when people are completely and utterly over them, they're gonna get back together and make headlines again, because they're not on no Beyonce and Jay-Z shit. They're not. The two of them, everybody is so tired of the two of them on some real shit that they have to do shit like this. Even though Kanye is talented as fuck. Even though Kanye can sit up here and wipe the floor with damn near probably any rapper in a verses. He has to do this shit because the woman he aligned himself with, and that the black community just don't take him seriously anymore. They're like, oh, that's Kanye. Oh, that's Kanye. And we still keep him around because he's talented as fuck. Other than that, nobody really fucking cares. So, yeah. That's my opinion on that. The retrograde has been allowing everybody to show their ass on top of this age of Aquarius. And I just think this shit is funny. Because I just know for a fact, in my head, that they're going to get back together. This shit is the biggest publicity stunt, and most of all, I don't want to pretend like I care about their kids, but I just be thinking sometimes, I'm like, Kim, you really set up here for the clout, for the money, to establish yourself, KKW. You really set up here and had children with a man that you did not truly love, because it doesn't look like it, at least in my opinion, or whatever, and that you passed on mental illness of bipolar, which is genetic. I know for sure. You pass that on to your children, and it's just like, when they get older on some real shit, I don't even want to think about like what's gonna happen. And not even when they get older, what's happening right now. I don't know, but yeah. That's my opinion, and I feel like this shit it's a big haha to me. So, yeah. Like, subscribe. Tell me what you think about this whole Kanye and Kim shit. I feel like this shit is not real. I feel like this shit is just for clout. I feel like this is just Kim Kardashian getting back and trying to embarrass Kanye for embarrassing her about all those tweets that he made last year. Or was that last year? I don't fucking know. But yeah, like all those tweets that he made about, you know, on his life, North is not going to be in Playboy like her mama was. Basically, he's saying, I'm not going to allow you to make my daughter a hoe like you the hoe. And basically having those come to Jesus moments on the internet about how he made a hoe a housewife. And how that shit is not working like he thought it would. But it's like, no. You are the rapper that completely and utterly solidified wifing up these Insta thoughts because you a big rap star. You two made that shit popular on some real shit. So it's like, y'all made something that was so superficial, and now you brought children into this to the point to where you had to get surrogates. because your body couldn't handle having more children, and you brought more children into this world, into this mess. And I'm supposed to be sympathetic to whatever's going on, especially on Kanye's end. Like, shut the fuck up. Nobody fucking cares. Like, you don't have the problems that other people have. And I'm so sick of this, oh, well, money can't buy happiness ass shit. But at the end of the day, it takes away a lot of worries. And it's like, at some point, these celebrities that have money, like a Kim and a Kanye, like, all they're truly after is the fame. Is everyone, like, giving them, like, them feeding off of other people's energy, their stands, their fans. And money is energy. So they want to feed off of it any way that they can. And even if that means making a spectacle of themselves for a little bit in order to do that, I think it's pretty fucking sad. So yeah, as you can tell, I am not like a big celebrity person. I'm never going to have anything nice to say when I make these videos. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Even put some spiritual shit in there. Tell me what you guys think. And like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.